Hello, good evening, everyone. So, as I told you, as soon as I reach towards the 20 subscribers, I make a video on CodeChef July long challenge. Let's discuss the CodeChef July long challenge. Let's see how much problem we will discuss today. If some other problems left over, then we'll discuss them on tomorrow. Okay. So, without wasting our time, let's move toward the July long challenge. So, let's go for the division 2 because I usually code in division 2 because if you want to code in division 1, then your rating must be greater than 1800. And okay, so and these are if you are a starting stage, and then you have to participate in like for the rating 2 division 2. Okay, so let me first tell you what is CodeChef and code forces, and how whoever and like whosoever have to practice on CodeChef or code forces. Like if you are the one who is practicing for wanted to get into the companies like product based companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, and all, like, so you must have to be a master in competitive programming, because these all are the product based company, and you have to crack their interview round. And for the interview round you have to crack for the interview round you must have to crack their own online round. For the online round you have to be master in competitive programming. Okay, so for that, how we will become master? By practicing more and more problems. Okay, so CodeChef, code forces, GFG Geeks for Wins, these all are the multiple platforms where you can do your problems. Okay, so I usually mainly do problems in CodeChef and GFG. Okay, so and also in CACS sets, and you can also go for lead code, and there are multiple websites. You can select whatever you want to select. Like HackerRank is also a good one. Okay, so let's move toward the problem without wasting our time. Like this one is the first problem, chef and strings. Everyone please firstly read the problem. I'm also reading the problem. Having already mastered cooking, sorry to learn to play the guitar now. Okay, 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 okay. Since are low, it will work in what? It will work in points here too. Okay. Okay. So I hope you all have written the problem. If you didn't have written the problem, just read the problem first. Let's move towards the solution. I also explain you the solution. Like why for this I have to log in my ID. Let's use the online compiler. So basically, let me first explain you the problem. What is the problem? Okay, so okay, so let me explain you the problem. Let's move the problem. The problem is so easy. I just choose my language. I'll usually code in C++, because I really like the C++. So the problem is like you are a guitar lover and you usually play guitar, and in, and for that, oh, it's just a second. Okay. So problem is you are a guitar player and you have to play a particular song. For the particular song, you have to skip some letter, like some numeric digits from that. Like consider it's a node and you have to miss that node. Okay, like consider 1, 6, 11, and 17. If you want to play a particular song, then you have to press only 1, you have to press only 6, you have to press only 11, you have to press only 7. Okay, so in this problem, how much digit you have to skip? Like in like if I have to play 1 and 6, then the digits which were left over are 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I have to skip all these digits. So the digits are four. I have to skip 4 digits. Let's move toward the second one. If I have to play from 6 to 11, then what I have to do, I have to skip 7, I have to skip 8, I have to skip 9, I have to skip again 4. Okay, okay. So in this problem, what my logic is, we simply just subtract the current digits. Like I subtract 1 minus 6, it will return me minus 5, and then I take an absolute of this value, and then absolute return me plus 5, and again I'll subtract it from minus 1, because It is just giving me how many digits are from 1 to 6. Okay, because but I have to skip that digit. So if we have to skip that particular digit, then we subtract it with -1. Okay, this is the only logic. Let's move toward the code section. So just include the standard library in our code. Standard library is very strong. If you are at medium stage, like if you are not a beginner, then you can learn standard library. If you are just a beginner, just simply learn first arrays and everything, and at least just solve 30 to 40 problems on arrays. Then you will be able to uh, code in like on the code chef. Okay, so let's make index is n. So this one is n. Let's again see the problem. Here's the problem. So what are the input constraints? And I have to consider an array. Okay. So let's make an array of size 1. We make long range. Long. And what I'll do, I'll just simply take input. I just simply run again a loop from I equal to 0 to I, and I have discussed your logic. I just simply okay. So what I have to do, I have to run my loop till n minus 1. Why n minus 1? Because I have because my element because I am subtracting like make a variable x, let declare it here, x comma y comma answer, and my x I initialize x with 0 and answer will also with 0. What is my x? X is absolute of array I minus array 1. Okay, and I'll also subtract this with -1. Y minus 1, as I already told you, and I'll just keep answer plus equal to x. I'll just update my answer and just simply print the answer. Now I'll tell you why I'm running my loop till n minus 1, because I have the elements 1, 1, 6, 11. Okay, so this one is my let's give them an indexing. This one is my 0, this one is my 1, this one is my 2. I'll run my loop till 1. Why till 1? Because in case of 1, I'll automatically moves toward the second, like the second element, then toward the second element. Like if I add first like 0, this one is my second element, then I'll automatically check the third element, because I'm subtracting array I with array I minus 1. So this one is 1 minus 6, and then array I minus this one with this one. Okay, so let's just print the statements. Just check the code, run it on. Simply run it on sample inputs. Sorry. Sorry, one more thing which I forgot. I didn't declare I. So I hope this code will work. All the problem is very easy. If you are even at a starting stage of learning, then you can simply do the problems like 15 and 3. Let's match the output. So in that case, output is certainly yeah, right. So let's move towards the next problem. What is the next problem? Next problem is chef and card game. Let's read out the problem first. Chef's playing a card game. You all can read the problem. And one more thing, whenever I was just telling you the solution, so just pause the video. Firstly, just pause the video and try it by yourself. And after that, just go for the solution. If you didn't found anything, then just go for the solution. But at least try to spend at least 15 to 30 minutes in a problem. Otherwise, you are not going to learn anything. And if you really want to learn anything, firstly just pause the video and just just do it by yourself. Okay. So because there is not any trick to solve the problem or getting or becoming a coder or like a 4-star and a 5-star. There's only one trick: just keep practicing more and more practicing. Okay. Chef is playing a card game with his friend. There are two piles of cards. Okay. So there are cards. Second belongs to chef and pile. Okay. Each card doesn't cost you different. Okay. Okay. The game custom and in each round, both players simultaneously draw one card each from the top of the piles, and the player who draws the card with higher power wins the round and get a point. If the powers of both players' cards are equal, then they get 1 point each. Okay, so this line is uh, like you must have to read this line. This is very important. Like if the match was draw, then you have to give them both of them increase their power, like their point by 1. Okay, so winner of the game of the player there's more point at the end. Okay. Both players equal number of points, and the game ends in a draw. Okay, so there are some conditions for each of the. Okay. So as I have written the problem, so I just move toward the solution. So if you didn't have written the problem carefully, then just firstly just read the problem, and after that you all can move toward the solution. Okay, so simply what I have to do is just I'm doing the same, which I will do in every of the most of the problem. So as I have taken input, then I'll run a loop with n minus, because why n minus, because there are n round in a match, and I'll declare variables a, int a and b, and let's define it with long int a and b, comma, there's a shift equals to 0, comma, ham since for Marty, which is also equal to 0. Okay, so in this one, what I do, I just simply while a minus minus, sorry, while a equals to 0. In this condition, what I am going to check is, so I didn't have explained you the problem. Okay, sorry, I forgot to explain you the problem. I just simply move toward the solution. Firstly, let me first explain you the problem. So for that, this is the sample input. Let me explain you with the sample input. I hope you all have written the problem. Now let's move toward. Let me explain you the problem. So I just I don't know. There is always a there's a problem. Let me share a whiteboard to you all. I hope now it is fine. Let's just copy paste. So like 2 is for, like, let me first take one input. Like this is the input. Like there are n rounds. There are n rounds, and in first round you have a power of 10, and your opponent has a power of 4. Okay, like in early age, in early age, like when we are in our childhood, we all have play a game which we call Uno. Okay. In case in that, what we have to do is we just have to draw cards, like cards and card, and the player who have the card with maximum power will win the game. Okay. Like some of the player some of you will have played that game. Like, so this is the question is of based on that problem. Like, you have two piles of the cards, and you are just removing. You are just taking card and removing, just taking cards from the each of the pile, and you just draw a card in front of your opponent. And if the power of your card is greater than the opponent, then you are the winner. And if your power was low, like it was if your power is not enough, then your your opponent will win. Okay, so in that case, how your power is defined. So this is an integer. Like, this one is an integer. Like, this one is a pile of first card. Let me draw it. Pile of first card. Let me draw it again. This is the pile of second card. Okay. So this one is the pile of second card. Okay. This one is the pile of second card. Okay. So in that case, what I'll do, if someone will draw a power of 10 and you have a power of 4. So how your power is defined? Your power is defined as a sum of digits. Okay. So in case of 10, let me show you. In case of 10, what is the sum of digits? 1 plus 0, which is equals to 1. Okay. And your opponent, like, so define your opponent. Opponent has a power of 4. So you have a power with 1 and your opponent has a power, like, if your opponent has a one digit have a power with one digit number, then you have to your digit is 1 plus 0, which is equals to 1, and your opponent have a power of 4. So your opponent is obviously have a power greater than you, so in this case your opponent will win. And the second case, you have a power with 8 and your opponent will have a power of 1 plus 2. 1 plus sum of digit is 1 plus 2, which is equals to 3. Okay, so your opponent has a power of 3. In that case, you will win. And in case of third one, you have a power of 7 and your opponent has a power of 6. Okay, so in that case, you will win. So in the round 1, your opponent win. In the round 2, you win the game, and in the round 3, you also win the game. So in how much round you win the game? You in from 2, you have win the in you're from 3, you have win the 2 rounds. Okay, so you are the leader. Like, you have win the whole you win the whole game. Okay, so as I hope the problem is you all understand the problem. Let's move towards the solution of that problem. Okay, no problem. I just simply again just make a code again. So I hope you are understanding what I am trying to explain. If, if you found any difficulty or any of the things, then you can simply ask in the comment section. So I'll definitely try to answer your queries. And if you have any things, like if you want to learn more of the things like on the app development part and all, then you can simply ask me. I'll try to upload the videos on the app on that part too. But basically, for the 1 and 2 months, my motive have to, like, for the, like, my basic motive is for the competitive programming, because I also love to code and I also like competitive programming. So, as I've already explained you this solution till now, let's move forward. Right? The power of chef. Sorry for that. The power of chef is equal to 0, comma. I will initialize the power mod equal to 0. And in this section, what I'll do, I'll just simply input A and B. This one is defining the power of both the piles. Like, I have 10 and 4. Okay, so I'll run a loop while a greater than 0, and this is a pipe for chef, belongs to chef, and I'll again run a loop while greater than 0. I hope you know that how to find a digit, like how to make how to find the sum of digits. Like if you have written one, if you have given 123, then sorry, if you have given 123, then what is the sum of the digits are 1 1 plus 2 plus 3. This one is 3 plus 2 is equals to 5, which is equals to 6. Okay, I hope everyone knows that this thing. If you don't know the thing, then let me explain you in the code section. So let me make a code. So I'll define a variable here in x, which is equals to x equals to a percentage 10. A percentage 10 is it's give me a remainder. Like if I divide 10 with 10, it will turn me 0. And in that case, what I'll do, I'll just simply make another two variables. I'll just them as a sum one comma sum one comma sum two, like them with 0. And what I'll do in sum one, I simply add x. Okay, and I'll just find the quotient, like n equals to n by 2, return like 10 by 10 is equals to 1. Okay, now 1, now it will, sorry, this one is a equals to a by 10, not n, a equals to a by 10. Now my a is 10, so x equals to a percentage 10 will return me a 0, and in case of someone plus x, it will give me like a 0. Now in that case, a equals to a by 10, it will return me 1. Now 1 is greater than 0, then again a root will run like x equal to a percentage 10, then it will return me 1. So the sum of the result will 1. Okay, I just simply copy paste the same things and change the name of the variable y equals to b by 2. Okay, so now I found the sum of the digits. Or if b is 4, then 4 is greater than 0, then a loop will start p equal to 4 percentage 10, then it will return 4. Sum 2 plus equal to x, sum equal to sum plus x, sum 2 plus x, then it will return me 4. Okay, so let's check in this situation who will win. Okay, so if sum 1 is greater than sum 2, in this case chef will win, so chef plus plus. If sum 2 is greater than sum 1, then mod t plus mod, this one is mod t. Okay, mod t plus plus, and if both are equal, then their power rises by 1. If is equals to, sorry, chef is equals to mod t, chef is equals to mod t, then chef plus plus, and again mod t plus plus. Okay, so let's make it else. If it doesn't run, then this will run else statement. Okay, so if chef is equals to mod t, then chef plus plus and mod t plus plus. Okay, now in the output section, what I'll do, I just simply print the statements. In that statement, what I'll do, I just simply print 0 0 if chef will win. So just make it if the, sorry, in sometime there is a problem with my aux cable, that's why sound doesn't come. So let me explain you again. If chef is greater than Morty, like in, in the most of the round, if chef will win the game, then we have to we have to reload. So in this situation, what we'll do is just simply see out 0 and then up space, and if the chef will win, then we'll use chef, and else if T is greater than chef, then what I'll print, I'll just simply copy paste the line according to the situation. Is 1 and sorry, 1 and my Morty, and in this case Morty will win, so I will use Morty, and else both of the condition will run fast, then my else condition will run, then I'll simply see out what I'll return. I'll simply return 2, and with any of the powers, because in most of the condition they are raw, just 1. So let's, I hope my code will work. Someone needs to change, something needs to change. Let's simply just run a code. Let's run it on custom input. Let's find out the inputs. These all are the custom, these all are the inputs. So basically, I just fastly need 1,000 subscribers. Basically, the reason behind the 1,000 subscribers, because I want to come, because I want to solve the problems online on YouTube. For that, if I want to go live, then I need 1,000 subscribers. So please make it possible as soon as possible. So I'll make the live videos on YouTube. Okay. So chef was not declared in the scope, Modi was not declared in the scope, X was not declared in the scope. Okay. So this one is not global. And what is about the X? What is about the X? There might be not must be an issue with X. Some physical X. I have to check. Like X was not declared in the scope. Some okay. Some okay. Fine. And I just have to define them as a global variable. Let me define them as a global chef. I hope you all get that, because they are not accessible. They are in a part of loop. So let's run it again. 0221. Basically, there is a problem with this because I didn't have used space. Now we are fine. So you can simply paste the, or you can simply go for the code. If you didn't found the solution, then you can just simply refer the code, and let's check the output 0221. As you can see, our output is 02 and 21. Let me check it. This one is also 0221. So we have done with the problem. Let's move toward the third problem. So the third problem is data and team. Okay. So let's read out the problem. Okay. 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 Okay, so help Adam find any configuration. So it's guaranteed that such configuration always exists. If there are multiple solutions, you may find any. Okay, so for that for this problem there are multiple approaches. You can make any of the solutions for that. Because in this problem there are multiple solutions are possible. You can make one of them. Okay, so zero of the cell is initially contained. Okay, if initially 0 is the cell initially contains the king, there should be exactly one such cell is the cell if it's contained an obstacle, sorry, and dot if the cell is empty. Okay, and the constraint is t is also 64, k is also 64. Okay, it's an easy constraint. And okay, I have written the problem. If you want to read, then you can read. Let me explain you the problem first. Let's make a new share. Move toward the whiteboard. Okay, so let me first draw. Like the problem, I hope you have everyone you have played a chess game. Like in case of chess, what you have to do, a king can move either he can take only one step, either towards the left or towards the right. Okay, like mean to say like left, right, or like to the adjacent corner and something. He can exchange their corners and something, like he can move only one step. Okay, so this the program is the question is like the same of the chess game. So let me draw 8 by 8 matrix, like 8 by 8 chessboard. In our chessboard, there are 8 row and 8 columns, so there are 64 cells. So let me first erase something. Let's erase that. Okay, let's draw that. So sorry, this one is so small. Let's leave it. This one is fine. This one is my first row. My second row. So in the chess game, if there is a if there is a occupied space, then your king doesn't move. So the game is like the same. If the space is already occupied by the person, then the king doesn't move to any of the place. So you have to arrange your chess game as a uh, as in a place like your king can exactly move up to towards the only end steps. Okay, so I hope this one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So although I'm not good in drawing, so you have to manage for that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now this is a kind of chessboard. There are 8 rows and 8 columns. Let me draw something more. Let me draw our king with this one, like with this. This is the king. I hope you all can see. This is the king. Now the king can move to any of the place, like first place, second place, third place, fourth, everywhere, because every place is empty. Now king can move to the any of the place. Now, if questions ask you that your king can only move up to 3 steps, so what you have to do? You simply have to place a obstacle in place of in like in the path of king. Like you have to place obstacle so the king doesn't move to any of the place. Like let me place an obstacle. Like if I place this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, this one. Now king doesn't have a space to move. Now the king can't move to any of the place. Okay, as I am understanding with the problems, let's check the problem again. So as I'm right, so now the king doesn't, in this situation, now the king doesn't, sorry, this one is for okay. So if we have to move our king up to n positions, then what I have to do, I just simply have to erase this, because king have to move to this place, have to move to this place. Now first place is this one, second place is this one, third place is this one. Now I have to block all the positions, like this one, and this one, and this one, and also this one. Now the king can only move to the 3 steps, like this one is first, this one is first, this one is second, and this one is the third step. now the king can only take n steps. Okay, one from here, one from this side, one from this side. Okay, so this is the problem. So there will be multiple approaches for that problem, but what my approach is, I'll just simply place my king to this place. Okay, so if I have to move my king to the three positions, then I just simply make three positions empty and all the positions with, I just filled all the positions. Now I just filled the position. So this one is the, I filled this position, I filled this position, I filled every position. So what I'll do, I simply subtract it with n minus minus. I'll make it n minus minus, n minus minus. Then the value of n is which is equals to 2. And in the next step, what I'll do, I'll just have to move. I just have to make my game in a way like my king just only move towards the 2 steps more. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just simply change the positions. Like I'll just simply block all the position except the next two. So this one is the position, this one is the position. So if it will say that the king can only move towards the towards 4 step, then I just simply erase this position. Like now the king can move 4 step. Like if they'll ask me the king can move towards the 5 step, then I'll make towards this one. So there will be multiple approaches for that. You just have to go. You just have to find any of them. Okay. Let's go for the code. I hope you have all have understand the problem. Let's make the code of the problem. Let me just share my desktop with you. So what I have to do in this scenario, I just move toward the code section. Let's make our code again. Although my battery was quite low, so I have to submit. I have to make my code within a couple of time. So let's make it fast. So this one is for the text cases, okay, and this one is for the, I just input t, the value of t. And again I'll run a loop with t minus minus, and then in the next scenario I'll just simply run a loop with n and just save the input n. And what I'll do, I'll make an array of 8 by 8. What is the meaning behind making an array of 8 by 8? Because in a chess game there is only 8 row and 8 columns. So I just simply make an 8 by 8 array. And one thing which I'll do, I just initialize, I'll just make an integer array, but we have to make a character array because x, 0 and b, all things are the characters. I hope you all know what is the difference between a character and a integer array. Okay, so in this I just simply initialize my first with what, I just simply initialize my first with one, first with O. Like I'll just make it that my king is at first position, and I'll run a loop. And I also with this I'll just simply subtract it with, as I have shown you in the explanation. And I equals to 0, less, I equals to 1, I less than, I less than equals to 8. So run my loop till 8, and again I'll again run a loop for j 8 and plus plus. What I'll do, I'll just make if I is equals to 1 and j, and also j is equal to 1. Then I just continue. Why continue? Because I just have to skip that particular step because I already defined my positions there. So in the next scenario, what I'll do, else f n greater than 0, because n greater than 0, then adding, because I have to now the value of n decreases to 2, now the king can move up to 2 steps more. So array I j is equals to, I represent the empty state with dot, and I'll decrease the value by 1, n minus minus, and else what I'll do, I'll simply place obstacle, like if the value of n reaches towards the like the number of steps, how much step you have taken after the all, I'll just make every steps to, I just place an obstacle in every step. Okay, so in this situation I just simply just pull out, just simply do the done with this. So just simply check like our code is working or not. Sorry, I started my loop from 1, I equal to 0, I equal to 1, 2, I less than equal to 8, and then I plus plus for j equals to 0, sorry, 1, equals to 8, and then plus. And so what I do, I just simply see out my array, j, and after that, what I'll do, I just simply see out, and I just handle to change the line, because if I didn't use handle, then it will run linearly. Okay, so I hope you got my point. Let's run our program on the inputs of 1 and 3. There is an error, conflicting declaration character array 1 1. Okay, so basically it says the previous declaration I already have declared, so there is not any way, there is not anything to and there is one more mistake, I didn't have initialize the ing, so let me declare ing. So I hope this will work. So it's giving runtime error. It's giving runtime error. Okay, so the reason behind the runtime error is this one. I've just initialized and the 0 doesn't in my array, because I have and it's not working correctly. Like, let me check it. C9, it will C9 1 1 if I is equals to 1 and j is equals to 1. Continue. Okay, and if else if n greater than 0, if n greater than 0, then array ij, oh sorry, yeah, n minus minus. I don't know why there's a problem. There's something problem with the code. Like, debug the code. Oh, sorry. I just simply use I and I. That's why this is the problem. So it is running till I is using I and I. Then it's a single loop. Like for the J, it always use 1 1 1 1 1. So there is a runtime error because I am accessing something. Let me increase the size of the array to 9 9 because okay, it's executed, because there is a problem, because we all have to make an array size with n plus 1. Like if we are working on the on array n, then it will be great to declare a size of n plus 1. Okay, so I hope you like the solutions, you like the video, and if you like the video, please subscribe my channel. And because I also want to come live for the solutions. Like I want to solve the problems in front of you. Like for that, what I need, I just simply need a platform. I need thousands, 1K subscribers. So please make it possible as soon as possible. And I hope you like the videos. Thanks everyone. Thank you everyone. Please like and subscribe my channel. Please like the video and share it with max, like with your friends whosoever are interested in competitive programming. Please share this video with your friends. And now I'm completing my video with 3 solutions, and that in the next video we'll discuss the rest of the problems. And if you need any if you have any query or any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, or if you want, like, I'll solve the particular problem, then just post the particular problem, I'll make a video on that particular problem. Okay, so thank you everyone. My battery was low right now, so just bye, have a nice day.